Whoa, I'm too close to the camera.
Whoa, there's me.
Hey, here we are. Oh, this is a weird setup. This is kind of
It's
crazy.
very strange, very strange. I'm not gonna be able to
So,
watch it because we're so delayed.
yeah,
For me, because obviously the stream is delayed.
right.
I like your setup.
So, well, this is my janky setup. So, you guys are seeing me in a different location because um well, I've been sick over Christmas break and I didn't want to run the risk of getting Kyle sick, so we decided to do a little remote stream here.
Yeah, and surprising, out of this COVID and time we're in, I have yet to be sick one time.
Yeah. So
It's
I
crazy.
tested negative, so I don't know. I don't know what that means. If that means anything.
My dad and
But
stepdad both are sick right now with everything you'd think is COVID. Both tested negative,
huh, it's
but
crazy. I mean,
other
yeah. I mean, I like went through like several different symptoms. It all changed. It went from like a cold to sinus pressure to nausea. I mean, it ran the whole gamut. I mean, it was kind of crazy.
did WebMD say you're dying?
I don't look at WebMD. It always says you're moments from death. So
Yeah, that's what
you know,
my doctor told me not to do anymore. Um, while we're here, I will show people this is still my big chair. Oh, you know what? I can't watch it live. Gotta watch it here. See, I am still in the Zero Intentions podcast studio.
right there
So
you go.
now everyone
That's
knows it's
you're
in my
you're the
house.
authentic. Yeah, you're the authentic one. I'm the poser.
That's all
So
right. But today, you didn't even start it. You should open us up.
yeah, I mean it's been a long time. I don't know if I remember. So
You usually say, "Oh, is that at the end where you say I've been Jeremiah?"
I've been
So,
Jeremiah. Yes, that's at the end. Yep.
okay, that's at the see. It's been so long I can't remember.
Yeah, usually it's welcome to the podcast type of stuff. So,
Yeah, well, welcome to the podcast. It is strange timing, but like everyone else, I guess we've adapted
right,
to what we can.
had to do a lot of adapting. So all right, I'm gonna pop in here real quick and see how the stream is going.
I'm watching it.
Oh yeah, it's going.
So we're
All right.
live. You're gonna have to be in charge of the chat if anyone pops in now.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
the
I
person
get it.
who has been Jeremiah is now running the show. So he will be
Yeah.
in
So
the
yeah,
command center.
we've been gone for 2 weeks. Had a little hiatus. So didn't really intend to come back in this manner, away from our normal stream setup, but we did it.
Right.
Did a lot of
And now we know we
troubleshooting.
can do it. We
Exactly.
can do
Yeah.
it now. So
So it's a lot of workarounds. So, but got it to work. Hopefully, if we ever have to do this again, we can make it a little better. But
and now
I think
we
this
know we can
works.
get guests. So
Yeah. Yeah. hmm That'll be cool.
that's what's
I know
nice.
several people that have expressed interest in
Really,
making an
was it
appearance. Yeah.
Steve Jobs?
Yep. He was
Um,
one. Yep.
he was
Elon
one. That's
Musk
good.
was the other one.
Elon Musk. Oh,
Yep.
I
He
was
keeps
thinking more
bugging me.
of
So.
Jesus, Steve
hmm
Jobs, Chester Bennington. I was thinking those kind of people want
Oh
to
yeah.
join.
From the other side. Yeah.
The other, why can't we have them?
What's that? You kind of
If,
cut out
if
for me.
oh, if we can do this, why can't we have people from the other side?
You know what? It's only a matter of time. I'm sure. Like I bet you, the Vatican definitely has something that can do that. So they've already got their, portal viewing portal through time. So
Look, if
got to
I
have something
go
like that.
and on, I don't want podcasts pulling me in. All right, I'm busy. There,
Yeah.
I don't need people
Right.
pulling me in.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm always available for those, you know, rebellious teenagers in the woods that want to get up to some mischief. It's type of summoning. So
Okay.
yeah,
I will
just
comment. This is not a flattering angle for me. I really like our wide
no angle
pan
is flattering
camera.
for me. So it doesn't really matter to me. But
You can really see my double chin. I promise. I
oh
promise,
man.
guests. It's not always like this. There's no better way to do. There's no better way to do this.
Yeah. Now you get a little taste of what I deal with every day. A little
Every
bit
every day.
every day.
I Man, I look at me and I'm like, this guy's married. That's what our viewers are saying. They're like, this guy, he did it.
Yep. Yep. But
Look, you as I said on Facebook, I don't know if I can quote it properly. Look, you if you want to get married, what you got to do is you got to be in college. It's the only way I know how. Then you've got to disrespect all of the
all the authority.
professors,
Yep.
yeah, who think they have power. You
Yeah.
disrespect them 100%, and you act like you don't care. Boom, falls in
That's
your
it.
lap.
That's it.
That is the play-by-play.
That's a chicken
I mean,
magnet right there, huh?
yeah, but be a nice human outside of that.
Sure. Yeah.
Show that you
Yeah.
disrespect everyone but them. There you
Yep.
go.
You respect the people that deserve respect, which does not include the
Right.
professors. So or the college
Also have a very
administration.
small group of
Yeah.
friends. Apparently, I was just telling Kylie. I was like, "Look, here's what you do. You're 7 now. You find some friends that you can stand, and that's it. You keep them forever. That's it.
There
That's
you
all.
go.
That's all you have to do."
Don't ever stab him in the back, and which honestly I think will is kind of a. I'm getting a little sexist here. That's a difficult thing for women, I think. So
I have noticed that. I mean,
yeah.
that's how guys' friends work. You usually find someone you vibe with or like, and boom, that's it. I mean, you're
Yeah.
like, well, you
No
can't ever
matter
leave
what,
me now.
you
You
don't
can't
agree
leave
on
now.
anything. Like you have nothing in common. Don't agree on
Yeah,
everything, but you're like, that's my best friend.
yeah. If you
And
look at my group
yeah,
of friends, you're like, how are all these people friends?
right.
Where is the common interest here?
Yeah,
It's
there
not.
isn't
we
one.
were
You just
we were
decided.
stuck in a class
Yep.
together, and that was it.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, that's how I made friends in. What was I in? I was a kindergartner, I think I was, or first grade, something like that. There was a fourth grader who was flying a kite, and during recess, and I'm like,
You
that
wanted that
interests
kite.
me. I want to go
Yeah.
fly a kite. I walked over. She pushed me to the ground, and I'm like, I think I'll stick around. I want to fly this
Yeah.
kite. And she's like, oh,
Yep.
you're a cool little
I
dude.
can take this.
Yeah,
I'll
and
take
so
this.
then we sat next to each other on the bus every day, and yep, she told me jokes, and I had a fourth grade friend, and I'm sitting in here at kindergarten, so yeah.
Oh wow, a much older friend. That's
Yeah.
oh, see, I only had 2 friends I don't hang out with very much anymore. Me, and it was the same on the bus. They were like, "We like this younger kid. Come sit at the back with us."
Right. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah.
The token young member of the group.
Yeah. That was a really small school, so it was K through 12. So I actually had like a 12th grader friend too named Jimmy that would always say hi to me walking through the halls, and that right there was pretty cool because all my
That's
other
like
classmates are like, "What? You know Jimmy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, he's my
celebrity.
buddy." Yeah.
Yeah, of course I do. Pff, who do you think you're talking to?
Right.
I know Jimmy. Jimmy knows me.
Yep.
His friends probably know me. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I used to be popular in school, and then I wasn't all of a sudden.
yeah. I always explain to people if I get asked outside, and I hardly ever make friends now. Um, the question comes up, "Who were you in school? Were you popular?" And I like to say that I wasn't quote unquote popular, but I was friends with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So like when you picture
Sure.
popular, you picture like those
Yeah.
preppy popular kids. And it's like I wasn't that. I was just friends with everyone.
I was
Like
the same
you're
way.
popular
Yeah.
because you're friends with people,
Yep.
not
Never. Well, I wouldn't say never, but usually didn't have lunch with the same people every day. Just kind of like, went around
okay.
and did my rounds and
Did your rounds. You
yeah.
sound like a pro here. See, I was on a team, so it's like you sit with the team, and our
Oh
lunch
yeah.
was broken to A lunch and B lunch. So it's like
Mm.
you can't be with everyone.
Yeah.
Not that our school is huge though. I grew up in the sticks. Or the
Mm.
school in the sticks at least.
Yeah. I think we had what, like 2,000, something like that.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
So yeah.
Let me look at what last year's graduating class was for my high school. I don't think I had 2,000.
Not
You
in
had
my
2,000 in
class.
the whole school.
That was
Oh, okay.
that was high
In the
school.
whole school.
School. So somewhere around there, something like that. I don't remember. I think in my class it was like 200 and some odd. So yeah.
Let me see. I feel like they tell you how many people are in the class. Right?
What, online?
Is that Yeah, I feel like you could find that.
Probably not. Probably not my school. I don't think they keep those kind of records. We have
I was
no
thinking
idea
for
who was
mine.
there.
I feel like we had a lot more than that. I think we had 800 in our graduating class.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like in 2012 they might have had 952.
Mm, mm.
Whoa, Urban Dictionary for my high school. Let me just read this. There's a whole bunch. I can't believe Urban Dictionary has my school. Let's see. We have run by a fat principal who jogs around the school after hours to lose weight. Can't
Whoa.
afford funding for shit because the budget is hated by all citizens. The deans like to take your headphones and hats and pretend to do their job when you're going to the bathroom. Teachers are cool cats or biggest dickheads you'll ever meet. Kids are the worst. You have obnoxious Spanish bitches who squeal at frequencies and make your ears bleed. What?
Wow.
It keeps going.
Man.
This was from 2011, so I
Huh.
mean I was in the school when this happened.
You wrote some of those then.
No, you have a fat Italian who think they're the hottest thing since sliced bread. I don't know who they're
Was
talking
that
about.
you? Were you the fat Italian?
No. Then you have the kids and the juggalos, which is, there was this weird time around then where you had these proclaimed juggalos and juggalo supporters who wanted to
Yeah.
fight like the football team
Hmm.
popular kids. It was
Yeah.
like straight out of what West Side Story.
Hmm.
Is that Pony Boy? What is that?
Is
that
from
West Side Story?
I don't know what that was from.
Whatever.
So, I've seen that shared around a lot lately. I don't recall what
What book that's from?
what it's from. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, here's 2019. Linden. Oh, I said my school.
Oh,
Jeremiah.
The Outsiders.
Bleep that
There
out.
you go.
Yeah, the Outsiders. It says this school is filled with a ton of potheads and cracks.
Hmm.
Big bad dudes who say racist slurs and drive trucks with Confederate flags. Yeah, that was happening when I was there.
Yeah. Hmm.
Don't mess with the school lunch. The lunch aides often put leftovers in the trash.
You know, that you would think that you would see a lot more of that from the town that I went to school with, like has a reputation for that. Didn't see any of it, like nothing. Like it was, I don't know where we got that reputation because it was not there.
No, it's long gone. It's long gone.
Yeah.
The thing is, the only people that are doing that, saying racist things, flying that, are the build people.
You
right?
kind of cut out. I didn't catch what that was.
Oh, I said the only people doing that are the middle class entitled people with racist slurs and big flags on their nice trucks. The working class where your school was, they don't have time to do that.
No, yeah. Right?
They're actually country. They're working all day.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, it's, I don't really remember, like, we didn't really have a lot of that really either. Like, a lot of, weren't a ton of, like, farmers or any of that kind of stuff. It was just, I don't know.
Really?
Felt normal, yeah. So.
We had kids that would bring guns to school in their truck to go hunting. Like they were going hunting right after school.
Yeah.
And that was never
that may have happened.
a problem.
I'm sure it did. I didn't. I wasn't aware of that, but yeah.
You know what we should talk about?
Back then, it wasn't a huge thing where people flip out and lose their minds. If you bring your hunting rifle, in your car, in your truck, whatever.
Right.
So, because you're not using it to at the school, you're using it for, for hunting, for actual.
Yeah, of course, and they had other things. They was a shotgun, and they had a deer blind in their all their clothes.
Yeah.
We got to talk about because we talked about it on like 4 podcasts before this.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Yes. We didn't recap, did we? Oh, all right.
No. In this, I think episode 1 of this podcast, you watched the trailer.
Yeah, from episode 1. Holy cow!
I think so. Huh. I think it was 1.
Wow.
I suggest you see it. It still holds up for me.
Yeah, a lot of building of anticipation, a lot of hype build up leading up to it, and I would say I was very very pleased. I guess
it met my expectations. Yeah. I was expecting a letdown with all the hype.
Right? Exactly. You know, I
and
mean
it
that's
lived
that's
up
kind
to
of
it, I think.
what we've been dealing with lately, and with everything. It's just like if there's a ton of hype, that just means that it's gonna be disappointing. And you know, I don't go within it, into it expecting to see a perfect film. I mean, unfortunately there is no such thing, these days, but it's still good. It's still, it's still worth seeing if you haven't
Do
seen it
you
yet.
rate it the
So
best Marvel movie?
oh man, that's a good question. I don't even know what I would choose as the best Marvel movie, to be honest.
For me, it's really a toss up. I've seen Ragnarok more times than No Way
That's a
Home.
fun movie. It's really fun. So, it's the
Yes.
same feeling that I have for the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Just really fun.
I forget
A
about
good
those. They
time.
don't seem Marvel to me. Like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
superhero, I usually think Marvel. They don't fit into the Avengers, but that's true.
Right.
They are a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those outsiders, kind of how Spider-Man always was because Sony owned them.
Right. Yeah.
So do we?
It's interesting because, like, speaking of like Sony owning stuff, it brings up the question of whether they're going to attempt another Fantastic Four. I mean, they've botched it every single time. So
I
um,
didn't mind the one with Chris Evans or whatever Evans
sure,
was in there.
that was the first two. Yeah. So
I liked the
that
first
was
one. I don't
Fantastic
even know if I
Four, and
saw the
then
second one.
Rise of Silver Surfer or something like that. So yeah.
I do think they're going to do another Tobey Maguire Spider-Man outside.
Oh yeah,
I think
really.
so. There's just so many people calling for it now more than ever.
I've heard people calling for the third Andrew Garfield
I've heard both,
Spider-Man.
and
So
if they were smart, they should just do them both.
sure.
I mean, you're gonna sell it.
Here's the thing. Like,
It's gonna
you
sell.
know, they honestly at this point they could do a full on, Spider Verse, film, and hit a bunch of different stories. I mean, it would be better as a series, I think, if they did it that way.
Right?
So
Yeah, it would. If you did a
um,
whole Spider Verse,
yeah, I mean, because I love that the animated one, the
you
Into
got
the Spider
Disney.
Verse.
You got Disney
That was
Plus.
fantastic. Yeah. So I mean, because
Did you ever
that way you could
finish
get,
Loki?
you could get Miles Morales, you could get Spider Gwen, you could get, you know, tons of different stuff in there. So yep.
Well, Gwen is dead,
Gwen is dead.
but
No, Spider Gwen. We're talking the Spider Verse. So
yeah, but isn't Spider Gwen still Gwen Stacy?
yeah, but
But Gwen Stacy died.
in that universe, sure.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
a different one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you finish Loki?
Um, did I finish Loki?
Mm-hmm.
Like this? Yeah, I think. I mean, unless they did
So
more, since
no,
I
no.
have stopped
So
paying
the
attention.
the latest
But
I've seen is the newest Spider-Man movie is taking place at the exact same time as the Loki show,
okay.
and that at the end when they're having that discussion in the whatever the dream world wherever they are, and he's saying that I think there's an explosion or something, and they're saying that's it breaking, like the timeline breaking.
Hmm.
They're saying that's when Doctor Strange is doing all that stuff.
Hmm.
That's the timeline breaking. Like that's all the craziness that's happening outside of that. It's Doctor Strange screwing everything up.
They've been messing a lot with the whole multiverse concept. And they're trying to say, like, who's actually responsible. Is it what we saw in Loki? Is it what we saw in WandaVision? Is it what we saw in Spider-Man? So, or
I
is it the
think it's.
combination of all three, like messing with
I
it
don't
at the
think
same
Wanda at
time?
all.
Yeah.
No, I just don't. I don't feel it. WandaVision was very weird. It was a
Hmm.
very weird concept.
Hmm.
I don't know how they're gonna fit that into the universe.
Yeah.
Sorry, couldn't see my hand motions. Universe.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I think it was a good, little standalone story. It was definitely kind of annoying, honestly. To
All of them. We've talked about this.
so.
All of the spin-offs are really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye, I really enjoyed.
I
I
haven't seen any of it.
I can
None of it.
genuinely say I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Hmm.
It didn't feel like they wasted time like the other ones.
Hmm.
They had an arc, like a perfect arc. Like the story starts and stops good. It's not like you're building to the last episode and then nothing happens.
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel like Hawkeye seemed like it was directed by one group of people who knew what they were doing.
Right. I get the desire for writers to want to end a series on a cliffhanger, like, or just before some big event in order to draw people back for the next season. But in my opinion, it works much better to, like, basically put a cap on your story. Tell a story throughout the
Yes.
season. That story is contained. It gives you a sense of satisfaction, so that you're like, man, I need more of that. That's what brings you back for the next season. Not,
That's what
man, I
so
gotta wait a whole year before I can figure out what's going on. I hate that. I'm like,
I won't
forget
say
it. I'm
Hawkeye
not
did
coming
that
back.
perfectly, but Hawkeye did it where it was like you did it, and if it ended here, you'd be okay with it. Still have some questions, but they
Mm-hmm.
left it open if they want to,
Hmm.
which isn't as perfect as just ending it and wanting to see more.
Yeah.
It's like you did end this story. It'd be cool to see more, but if you didn't, you can kind of assume what happens.
Hmm. So I
I
I've
liked it.
been I've been binging the Snowpiercer show. I don't know if you've seen any of that. Did you ever see the
No,
movie?
I
The
no,
Snowpiercer,
I
the
just
movie?
finished what I finished. I just finished The Witcher.
Okay.
But let me Snowpiercer. Oh, 2013 film. I don't even think I saw the film.
Yeah. So it was. I can't remember the director's name, but he's Korean, and
Bong Joon-ho.
yeah. So
Oh,
I mean, it was one of those, like, like when it hit, it was, there's nothing else out there like it. So it was like, wow, this is a crazy concept. You know.
it has two actors from. It has Chris Evans and Tilda Swinton, which are
Mm-hmm.
both Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Oh, it has Ed Harris. Really
Yeah.
like Ed Harris.
So yeah,
The film does.
it's a good movie. You should definitely check that out. The show takes a kind of a different approach. It doesn't follow the movie plot exactly. There are
Do I have to
elements
watch the movie
to it.
first?
No, I mean they're you'll get it either way. I mean, I definitely like some of the stuff that the movie does, and it explains some things that you get into a little better. Um, and then, like I
Where can
said,
we watch this? Where
the
can
movie,
the show? You're talking about the
the
show. Where can
show's on HBO. You can watch it on HBO.
Oh, I'm
But
not rich. Assuming I have HBO.
I thought you said you did.
No, so let me tell you, I had a 30-day free trial that came when I bought Cyberpunk.
Yep.
I bought it, I don't know, 3 months ago, 2 months ago. Went to enter it. Oh,
Excuse me.
BRB Jeremiah's dying. I tried entering it and it said my code wasn't valid.
Really?
And
Huh.
so I had to go back and look at it. And the code expired in like 2019.
Oh, jeez.
I bought the game this year or last year,
Yeah.
2021. So I already pay for Hulu. I steal your family's Netflix. I borrow my dad's Disney
stopped
Plus.
my Netflix subscription, so I don't have that anymore.
Well, your dad's got it. Just use his.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want the login? I got it.
No. I'm trying to see if there is the place. Jeez, I've not been coughing all
place?
day, and then as soon as we start getting ready to stream, then I start coughing. It's crazy. I'm trying to find if there's someone has the movie right now. I guess is it on Netflix right now?
Here, I have Netflix on my
Let's
phone.
see.
I'll look. Did you watch Euphoria?
I haven't. No. Mm-mm.
I liked it.
Whoa.
It's different.
You rent it on Amazon, so never mind.
Yes, it is not on Netflix that I can see. When I search for Snowpiercer, The Witcher shows up.
Really?
Yes. Maybe because I've been watching it, or maybe because it's high up in the things they want you to watch.
Right?
I really have to separate myself and think about how The Witcher is Superman.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't know until
oh
someone
really?
said it.
Really?
I didn't even realize.
I guess that's good that he can represent those vastly different characters, and you don't even notice.
Yeah. Jeremiah is see
Man,
this
I
is
am
why we're
sorry.
separated,
Jeez.
folks.
It's funny because like it's just I just have like this little throat irritation, and it's not even part of being sick. It's just I've been coughing. I think it was
So I am on our Twitch homepage right now
yeah.
and I'm watching and it's saying recommended channels based off what I'm watching now is
Mhm.
Shroud the gamer.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
I don't know how we are related to that at all.
Might be one of those that they really promote his channel. So
And he's got
might
what
show up on
23,000 people watching.
might show up on everybody's stream. Hey, you like streaming? Go watch Shroud.
I don't know. We've got someone called XQCOW, 92.7 people watching at one time. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems more than like TV tuning
Yeah.
in at one
Yeah.
time, and
Yep.
you know those people are actually watching or have you turned on. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, I know. Someone was just talking about what um ratings are like, and they were comparing it to like Joe Rogan viewers, and that kind of stuff. So, and it was, I mean, like CNN was all the way at the bottom of the list. I mean, the numbers were embarrassing compared to all the other stuff.
And it's always been the case. And I bring up Howard Stern a ton just because I listen to him and know his history. His listener numbers blow when he was just a few years ago. Now that they're remote, not so much. He was blowing CNN, Fox, any of those news channels people think you watch every day. He was blowing them out of the water.
Yeah.
Like not
Yeah.
even close.
Mhm.
Not even close.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Beast wanted to do a Netflix show and they told him no. And his one video will get more views than like 3 of their whole series
Right.
combined.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I think with that, they're like, no, because that will actually make us some money, and we don't want it. It's not part
We
of our
don't like
business
money.
plan. Yeah. So,
They, that could be.
right? I swear that's the kind of business plan that Hollywood is on right now. They're like, whatever will make us money, let's not do that. So,
Right. What is Netflix's most popular show?
well, they have they always show their top 10.
I
What, you
wonder
mean like
if
of
I
all
can get,
time?
yeah, I just kind of want numbers. Let's see.
Um,
Money Heist is
yeah, I
619
didn't
million
watch that.
hours.
It
It's
it
all
looked
right. I'm
interesting.
still watching it. It's very
So,
long. Very long.
all right,
But
10
Stranger
most
Things is
watched
number 2.
Netflix TV shows of all time. All time. I don't know how much I trust this, but they're putting Squid Game at number 1 at 1.6 billion hours viewed.
I don't understand why are they doing it in hours?
I guess it's how they measure it, because you can't tell how many people are watching, but you can tell how long it's been streamed.
It's really
Yeah.
I want, it's hard to say.
See,
The hours is weird. Cuz how do you
these.
do no one else does it in hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's not really
Okay.
fair, because like, there's depends on how many episodes are in the season.
So I'm
So,
seeing Squid Game was viewed by 142 million accounts.
hmm, hmm. See, now that's a little
right?
better. I like that because by accounts instead of hours because
So that's what I say,
yeah.
142. Let's whoa. So 142 million accounts, right? Mr. Beast's Squid Game was viewed 199 million times.
Well, see, there you go. There you go.
So you're telling me the whole
Yeah.
season 1 was viewed by 142 million accounts, and Mr. Beast has 50 million more views
Right.
on one video.
I mean, that really tells you as here's the thing. So as good as Squid Game was, you know, nothing against them, but it really tells you where people's interests are, currently.
Yeah,
And then it's more so in in streaming and YouTube and in alternative media. I mean, it's
it's
you know
easier. It's easier to get.
right.
Like, I mean, I have Netflix on my phone, but if I sit down to eat a midnight snack or before I go to bed, like it's just so easy.
Yeah.
Boom, YouTube, click a video.
Sure.
They're
It's a
pretty good
lot
at
easier to
recommending
find a
things I'd
YouTube
watch.
video to watch than to find a Netflix show to watch. Like you spend more time
Yeah,
browsing trying to figure out what to watch, on Netflix than you
exactly.
do on YouTube.
If
It's
I
just
want
like
to watch
video after
something
video
fast,
after
it's
video.
YouTube.
Yeah. So, and it's not even like you're, you're just watching the same creator over and over again. I mean, you swap from, I watch art channels and commentary and stupid
Right?
memes. So
See, that's my go-to for quick watching, waiting. Netflix is what
hmm
I throw on during work for background noise.
yeah, hmm
Right? I'm just because it'll just keep playing through. Like
yeah.
I've had Seinfeld, The Witcher. Those are my two big right now. Very vastly different things, but you don't have to worry about it. You can just click
Yep.
it and go. Whereas if I let YouTube just keep recommending, I'll get some weird videos.
Right? Yeah,
You know what I stumbled up? Oh, go
I
ahead. Go ahead.
I used to get the comment all the time from my friends. They're like, we need to do like make a video of you just reading through your YouTube watch history because
Oh,
I do not know where you get these videos from. They're the craziest stuff. So yeah,
I'll tell you, I fell into a rabbit hole of this guy called Rattle Pokemon.
yeah.
He did a 3-part, maybe 4-part in the last 2 days about Logan Paul's most recent purchase. He bought a quote unquote sealed box of first edition base starter packs from Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's probably 45 minutes out of all 4 parts to combine total about how it's fake.
Yeah.
And he's calling out everyone because I guess it sat on eBay for a while for $72,000, which is way undervalued
Hmm.
if it was real.
Hmm.
And then someone bought it and then flipped it to Logan Paul for 3.5 million right away.
Hmm.
And he doesn't fault Logan because someone that's spending that kind of money, he's not doing the research, on how to tell if it's fake or not
Right.
off pictures. But he goes through and just disproves how fake it is. And on his last part, he went into basically, and he says, "This is my opinion because people have already tried suing him now." The flippers, um, about how they were in on it, like
Hmm.
they knew that it was fake, and so they bought it for the 72,000, knowing the person that was selling it, and then flipped it,
Hmm.
including an authenticity company that went and took it and said it's authentic without actually checking it.
Really. Hmm.
Yeah, it's
See,
crazy. The guy's Rattle Pokemon.
for
His
something
voice
like
is really
that.
calming.
So if that's the service that you provide for authenticating stuff, and you say something's authentic, knowing it's not, like that should be you're definitely liable right there, in my opinion.
Right, and he says that, and he
So
goes even farther to where he contacted the guy, not saying Pokemon, just asking if he'll authenticate a box, and the guy said there's really no way to do it. So if it has the factory stop tape on it, boom, we say it's authentic.
wow. Hmm.
And he's like, how? In his opinion, Rattle Pokemon, the only way to do it would be to open the box and make sure what's in it is what's in it. And according to what I've watched in these videos, there's only one ever first edition bass box that's been sold, and it was sold as partially open. So like the box seal was broken and you could open and see all the packs in there.
Hmm.
And that was the only one ever known to existence, and now Logan Paul's.
Hmm.
So I highly suggest, his voice is very calming, but that's my history. So I had Daily Driven Exotics, which is those guys that do the Lamborghini police videos. Pawn Stars, Rattle Pokemon, Pawn Stars, Little Red Guitars, a guitar guy, some Blink videos. Madison Beer, because I didn't know who she was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a beer made in Madison.
No.
Oh.
Cletus McFarland. So mine is basically Pawn Stars. Oh, I have a Joe Rogan, Oliver Stone on the JFK assassination cover up. Apparently there's a new documentary out that really goes deep dive into how much was covered up when he was assassinated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All the way down to actual footage of the autopsy happening and the person doing the autopsy being directed on what they can and cannot look at by the CIA.
Wow. Yeah, nothing shady about that, guys.
No, right?
Yep.
Nothing shady. And then he has clips of in court or wherever they were doing it where they weighed his brain and it came out heavier than average. When you watch the footage, he was shot in the head, so obviously his brain couldn't fully be intact.
Right.
So being heavier than average seems very impossible.
Sure.
So I haven't watched the documentary. I don't know.
I don't know.
What
Maybe
conclusions they jump to.
Maybe just one of those, big brains.
Big brains, right? So yeah, that's my history. It's just a lot of clips, quick stuff. I mean, music, skateboarding, guitars, cars. That's it.
Last night I watched an interesting, bit of music related content. So have you ever heard of Rock Sugar?
I can't say that I have. Is that a group? A band?
Yeah. So it is the front man of that is a voice actor. All right. So he's done tons of work. Like he was the voice of Wacko from Animaniacs. Still is, actually.
Okay.
And a bunch of other stuff as well. But anyway, so the reason I got onto that is that, and I've heard this before, but
They've been around for a while.
Yeah, I never went and looked into this, but they actually were sued because the cover that they were doing, the guy sounded so much, Jess Harnell sounded so much like the cover, the original artist, that he thought that they had sampled his voice without permission.
Really?
So, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, yep. So there is, they have several different, music videos and, albums, stuff like that. I haven't watched a ton, but I watched a few of them. And, like I said, they do these mashups where they combine, at least two, three, 4 different songs. And so you have like the music, the riffs and melody of one song, and then the lyrics of a different song, or stuff like that. So,
but in the voice of the that voice mimicking or impersonation is so crazy how good people can get.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of Ari Spears?
Ari Spears.
Yeah. No. I'll do a quick clip so you can hear.
Ari Spears,
he does,
but not Ari Spears.
He does like a medley of rappers, and he hits them all perfectly.
Yeah.
Let's do. Forget how many seconds we can get. Snoop DMX, show him how we get down. It's your man DMX, where my dog's at. Told you fool. I mean, he just hits them.
Yeah.
Like he's like, if I didn't tell you that was someone, you'd be like, yeah, it sounds like Snoop Dogg.
Sure.
It's definitely Snoop Dogg.
Right.
So it's crazy how people can fluctuate their voice like that so much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know I've seen on late night shows, Ariana Grande can hit singers really well.
Right. Yeah. Like she did a couple of them on, was Was it on SNL or Jimmy Kimmel or something like that? Or
Yeah, I think it was
one of those
Kimmel
questions.
is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, but she's
Mm,
probably done it a
mm,
bunch. She's a really talented singer. Um, some of her shows, what from Disney, were really cringy with that high pitched voice she would do. Super
mm-hmm.
weird, but
Right.
very talented singer.
Yeah. It's yeah. I don't know.
What kind of headphones are you wearing right now?
What are these? These are Audio Technica.
Okay, that's what they look like.
Yeah.
Audio Technica has a really unique look.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw a picture of an artist singing in a studio, and I could tell that the microphone was Audio Technica right away. And then when they did a headshot, the headphones said Audio Technica, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, of course, it looks just like that.
Hmm.
They have a unique, like their microphones all look the same.
Yeah.
That the black skinny body with the black mesh around the condenser.
Yeah. I don't remember where I got. I think I just bought these online somewhere, but I've had them forever.
How many monitors you got in your setup there? I see you got a monitor behind you.
Oh, that's my TV.
Oh,
That's
that's
my
the
TV
TV.
back there. Yeah. It's on the way to the other side
Is
of
that
the room.
the new TV you just
It
bought?
is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
How you liking it?
It's good. Yeah. It is bigger than what I anticipated. So, um, it's
It
kind of
doesn't look that big in
not
frame.
from here. No. But that's all
You,
the way
do
to
you
the
have
other
a
side of the room.
you got a humidifier going? Is that what that is?
Yes, that's what that is. Yep. Just got that
Yeah, so you
today.
don't die.
Yep.
Is
Just
it
got
a
that
is it a
today.
cool or hot?
It is a what do you call it? Like a microinfuser, something like that.
Is
So
it
it's cool.
cold?
It's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought one from Walmart. A bigger one, probably. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go to my live camera to see. Probably yay big, and it's cool mist. And they say they work better, but you don't. It doesn't feel like it because when you're using the big hot ones, obviously it gets humid in the room.
Yeah.
It's like a trick to the brain,
Yeah. I
thinking
wonder.
it's more humid
Wonder
when
where
you
we're at
feel it.
here. So yeah, it really hasn't increased the humidity yet. So
Just make sure I read there's like a giant warning that came with mine that you can't have them too close to your head while you're sleeping. I don't know why
yeah,
that is.
right. So when I was looking at reviews for this, um, someone had said, yeah, that she and her husband ended up in the hospital twice from
Whoa.
humidifier-induced pneumonia. So
Oh, probably too close to it, just inhaling it.
yeah, something like that. But then she also said something in there like, she's like, make sure you read the instructions. So we didn't read that you're supposed to clean them every day. It's like,
Oh,
what?
I didn't know you're supposed to do that.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I've been against them for so long because I'm like, oh man, I hate the idea of just throwing up, all that extra bacteria in the air. But yeah, you got to clean them. So
Are you using distilled water?
I purified. Yeah. So
Okay, that's what I did. I ran it
purified
through
water. So
a filtered water,
hmm.
but I know a lot of things you're supposed to use distilled water
Mm-hmm.
because all the minerals and stuff. A lot of
Right.
people don't know that.
Yeah.
Like for the nose cleaning and stuff, for your nasal cavities, you
Oh
can't just use
yeah. I won't do
normal
that.
water.
Don't mess anything with the sinus membrane. None of that
I
stuff.
did.
Yeah.
I bought one because I could not breathe for the longest time last month through my nose,
Yeah.
and you can only use those nasal. They work amazing, but you're not supposed to use them for more than like 3 days.
Hmm.
Because 2 squirts in my nose, boom, I could breathe perfectly. So I
Yeah.
did that neti pot thing, and I boiled water. I boiled filtered water and used distilled water, and it still sketches me out a little. That's
Hmm.
like a last resort because of how dangerous it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So even with that, like um, if you boil water and then you have the steam releases and you're basically reducing, boiling the water down, you're not getting
Mhm.
rid of the minerals that are in there. So if you let that cool and then you go and boil it again, even more so. So you're basically concentrating the amount of minerals that are
Really?
in that water.
Well, I
Yeah, you're
didn't
not
die, so
getting rid of them, but
thank God I didn't die.
yeah.
And
So,
you're not getting rid of the bacteria either. I
hmm
mean, you're just killing it. It's just dead in the water. People don't, they don't realize that as
it
much.
goes
You
right,
boil water to
disappears.
make it safe. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
there's just dead
right.
things now
Yeah,
floating around.
that's like that. It always creeps me out when you show like a drop of ocean water under a microscope. Like
I've never seen that.
you've
Let
never
me
seen that?
no,
Oh
let me
man, it'll creep you right out. It is.
really.
Yeah.
Let's take
Yep.
a look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, ocean water. Oh wow, that looks like a 90s poster of cartoon characters.
Right. Yeah, but that's there you go. Those all those little things,
That's
and just
why I
a
hate
drop
ocean
of
water.
ocean
That's
water.
why it tastes so
Yep.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's like little crabs and
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There's some things that look like they're floating in my eye. That's gnarly.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, all that's just living. I mean, you can look at, your hair follicles and skin under microscope and
Oh,
like
sure.
all the living things that are all over you.
Yeah. Exactly. I was just about to say that. Like people don't realize like how many microscopic, things are all over you right now.
Yeah, like
So
hair
if that
mites.
bothers
There's like,
you, you're welcome out there getting creeped out just by the thought of that. Yeah. Can't get
it
rid
is
of them.
weird to
No
think
matter how
about.
much you clean. Nope. They're there. So.
Forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, how much stuff is on the food you eat? Like brand new clean food.
Right.
Like no,
Yeah.
that's
So
crawling with microscopic
we have a
living
family
things.
video of my cousin when she was, younger. And she's reading from this little pamphlet. I don't know where it was from, but she's reading basically, the number of different things that the FDA would allow
Oh
in their
wow,
food,
yeah, yeah,
and
that
it'd still
stuff's
be okay.
nuts.
Like so many insects and insect legs and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, and mouse feces and yeah. I mean it's disgusting, but they're like as long as it doesn't go over this limit, yeah, you're fine.
Yes,
So
so peanut butter, which is one of the most controlled foods on the FDA list, is allowed to average one or more rodent hairs and 30 insect fragments for every 100 grams.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Rodent hair.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, like, I mean, honestly, those factories, those food manufacturing plants, there is no way to get rid of pests. Like
No,
they're in there. Yeah.
cornmeal is allowed to have one or more whole insects, two or more rodent hairs, and 50 insect fragments, and one or more fragments of rodent dung. One or more, like more could be a million.
One or more,
Yeah.
up to an infinite amount. It's just one. It's just one big rodent dung.
All right. Berries, which is this is from FDA. Berries, that's a very broad term, can have 4 larvae or 10 whole insects per 500 grams.
Here.
It's me because my internet's cutting out for Twitch. Let
Oh,
me.
now it's orange, yellow, green. There we go.
It says that we're offline on Twitch now, so maybe it's you.
Oh, maybe. It was at 0 for a second there.
Let me see if we came back. It looks like we're back online, so I think it might have been you for a minute. Yep, we lost it. It's technically a new stream now.
Is it?
We lost for a second.
It's possible.
What are you doing over there?
My internet has been really spotty lately.
Your computer is.
Yep, it went out. Cut out again. I don't know why. Like, it's.
Oh, you back? You
yeah.
back?
Can you hear me?
All right, you're back. I hear you now.
Lose me again. It's like a Christmas light show over here with this little box going.
All right. Well, we were at
red.
40 minutes. We can end it. We got close to an hour.
Yeah.
We'll iron out some kinks later.
It was definitely it's a high stress load method of doing this. So
We can figure it out for another time.
sure.
Why don't you end us off for this very strange
Okay.
podcast we did?
All right.
But we got one out.
I'll make sure that I say my line. I've been
I'm
Jeremiah.
hold on, hold on. Before you do that, will you check on OBS? It said
Yeah.
we had 3 people in the chat. Do we have anyone?
I don't there well I don't see that screen that you were looking at where you could see like who.
So in the chat,
Oh.
you click like the little person icon. I
Oh
think.
yeah. So yeah, I see a couple. Yep. So hello people that are in the chat. Yeah, if you want to say something next time that we stream, more than welcome it.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, it is showing me. There I am. And yeah, it would be greatly appreciated. It gives us something to talk about, and that way we can get viewers involved, and you guys can be a part of whatever this is.
Yeah, if not, we're
podcast.
just gonna fake choppy internet connection and then talk about that for 20 minutes.
That's it.
what we'll
Yes,
do.
exactly. It's all a ruse.
For more
I have
content.
perfect internet. I have fiber optic.
Yes.
Oh man, I missed that. Man, I can't believe I gave that up. That was so.
Oh,
amazing
when
to have
Texas?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. Anyway, so this has been episode 16 of Zero Intentions Podcast. Back after a little holiday break. We'll be back at our normal schedule in studio next week. I'm sure I'll be better, and all the people around me will be better by then. So join us then. We usually stream around 8:30 ish Fridays Eastern PM. So definitely check us out. Then you can check out all of our backlog of episodes over on YouTube. The link to the channel is in the description here on Twitch. Leave a comment over there, like the videos, share it, subscribe, all the things you're supposed to do over on YouTube. It'd be greatly appreciated. Really help us out.
Hit that like button.
Yeah. What do they call it? I've heard smash the like button, hit the melee
smash it.
button. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. And,
Send F in chat. Whatever you gotta
if we
do.
get enough, we can even maybe do a live punch you in the face event. How about that?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hey, I've always wanted to do one of those slapping challenges. Those,
Really?
Yeah. Those look like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Get a little brain damage. So.
Exactly. Blow your eardrum out.
Exactly. Yes. What's life without a little bit of permanent damage? Anyway.
Exactly.
So thanks everyone who stopped by and checked us out. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll be back again next week. I'm Jeremiah. This is Kyle. Wait, no, there we go. Kyle.
You got it right.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking this way. I should be able to point. No.
I don't see your screen.
That's
I think
weird.
you'd have to point to your right.
Yep.
Nope, other way. Nope, other way.
There.
That was
whatever.
backwards on stream.
Whatever.
But okay.
It's too awkward.
Check.
Anyway, yes. So, Zero Intentions Podcast. I'm sure that we've said things that were offensive. Well, not really this time.
No,
no,
not
I
this
did.
time.
I did. Yep, I got a little sexist. So,
A little bit.
yeah.
Alright.
So I'm sure that you were offended, and if you are offended, then our suggestion is to zip it.
All right.
All
Goodbye,
right.
folks.